On BBC Sounds, it's not your bog-standard burglary. The inside story of the Golden Toilet Heist, a brand new 24 carat true crime podcast available now.
The residents here are saying their high street turned into a river the second time in as many years.
There when the story breaks. On BBC News. Follow on the app.
We're going in totally the wrong direction. Oh my God. This is so busy.
Race across the world. Coming soon to BBC One and iPlayer.
On tonight's Champions League match of the day, the quarter-final first legs are upon us. 4 great ties as Aston Villa travel to Paris Saint-Germain. Barcelona face Borussia Dortmund. There's an incredible game from last night between Arsenal and Real Madrid, as well as Bayern Munich against Inter. See you at 10:40.
BBC One Scotland. Now the BBC News at 10 with Jane Hill and reporting Scotland with Anne McAlpine.
Tonight at 10, Donald Trump announces a 90-day pause in most of the tariffs announced only a week ago, apart from those on China. The US stock market rebounds after days of roller coaster trading, though the president says it's not the end of his policy.
Look, nothing's over yet, but we have a tremendous amount of spirit from other countries, including China. China wants to make a deal. They just don't know how quite to go about it.
We'll be live in Washington and Beijing as the trade war between the world's 2 biggest economies continues. Also tonight, the mountain fires that have been burning for days now across many parts of the UK. A BBC investigation has obtained footage of an autistic pupil being restrained by school staff in a way one expert called brutal and unlawful. The future of British Steel remains in doubt as talks between its owners and the government end the day without agreement. And as the King and Queen continue their state visit to Italy, it's emerged they have visited the Pope at the Vatican.
Coming up at Newsnight at 10:30 tonight, we'll bring you fresh insight on the stories of the day with big interviews and our regular panel of Newsnighters. And of course, they're tackling a large fire at a battery recycling plant in North Ayrshire.
Hello, good evening. In a dramatic change of policy this evening, Donald Trump paused higher tariffs on goods entering the United States from every country except China. Stock markets surged almost immediately when he announced the move after days of turmoil. He added that taxes on Chinese imports would rise to 125% with immediate effect. Tonight, the president denied he was backtracking on decisions announced only a week ago, saying, "You have to be flexible." We'll be live in Washington and Beijing for the latest reaction. But first, the story of the day from our business editor, Simon Jack.